The next thing we're going to do is update the inputs to show the correct error message as well if there is one present. So let's go ahead and do that. The first thing I'm going to do is jump up here and create a new div. I'm going to give it a class of error, and that's going to give us some styling eventually. And inside of here, we're going to have another div. Actually, let's make this one span. In fact, we can just use this one up here. We're going to use VIF on this and only display this if there is an error message. So I'm going to say patient. We need to grab the validity status here. So it's going to be validation status .name.valid. And if this is false, we're going to go ahead and show the contents of this. So we're going to show the correct error. I'm just going to say validation status .name.message. And if everything is working correctly, this is only going to show up when the name is invalid, and then we're going to show the correct message. Let's go ahead and try it out. If I head back to the browser, we should be able to see an error message, which we do, and that's because this is valid as false. If I go ahead and change this, the message is going to go away. And before we go any further, I'm just going to add some styles really quickly to make this look a tiny bit better. I've actually prepared some already. I'm just going to go ahead and copy these ones. You can grab these from the source code, or you can just type them out if you like to type CSS, which I don't think anyone likes typing CSS, so you probably do want to go ahead and copy these ones. Anyway, if I save this one off and head back to the browser, everything should now look a little bit better, and we're going to have some nice red error messages as well. Let's go ahead and update this for the weight as well to show the correct error message in there. I'm just going to go ahead and copy this one, and whenever you copy paste, you can see there's probably some kind of abstraction you can do to save the copy paste. In this case, it's very simple, so I don't think it's worth doing, but you could do a little refactor here if you wanted. Anyway, let's go ahead and update this one. I'm going to say weight in here and just change this to be weight as well. And if we save this off, everything should hopefully be working as well. And there we go. I haven't actually got the is between validations yet. We're going to have to go ahead and fix that up quite soon. You might have noticed I'm not doing test-driven development here, and that's just a personal thing. You can totally do TDD for your components as well. I like to see things as I build them though, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Anyway, the last thing we're going to do here is add a drop down for the kilograms and pounds measurements, so let's go ahead and do that. It's going to go just inside of here, and we're going to create a new select, and for now I'm just going to leave that one blank. We're going to have the binding later on, and we're just going to go ahead and create two options in here. The value is going to be, let's say, kilograms, and then we're going to hard code this one for now. I think that's the simplest way. You could definitely import those validations and then do a for loop over them, but I think this is fine for now. If we save this one off and head back to the browser, we should see that drop down, and that is working correctly. And the next thing we're going to have to do is use a vmodel binding on here, and then correctly update the numbers we're passing into our weight validator. And that's going to be the focus of the next lecture.